Hey YouTube fam, we are back with another video. Today I'm at the Fabletics headquarters. And guys, this place is massive. It's so dope. Okay, this is just the front, okay? Guys, I am going to give a talk during their Health Huddle Hour about just like healthy maintaining your lifestyle, healthy habits, things to do when you are feeling like low and not yourself. So we're going to do a lot of stuff today, but I want you guys to just check out this entire place. They have a store, a retail store in their office. I would work here every single day, like literally. And I'm wearing one of their outfits. Super cute. And then, look, everyone's getting ready for the Huddle Hour. This is the space. Thank you. Where's baby? All right. Hey guys, how we feeling? I'm gonna make you guys stand up. Don't hate me. I'm sorry. I have to warm up. You guys have had a long day. I want you guys to give yourself a hug. And then, yeah, just twist side to side. I love it. All right. If you feel better, you can sit down. Thank you guys. So, I don't have to tell you guys exactly who I am because Steph did a great job of doing that. But I want to talk to you guys today about how to invest in your health. Thinking about health as an investment, okay? And this is just going to help you overall. Everything that Louise said pretty much hit home for what we're going to talk about today. So thank you, Louise, for sharing your journey. But we're going to get into it. So I have a question. When you put $1,000 into an investment bank account, what do you expect to happen in a year? More money, not more problems, right? I do, at least. So that's the same thing that goes for your mental and physical fitness. So when you say spending, you're actually just putting it out. When you say investing, you're getting it back. So that's the difference between investing in yourself with your mental and physical health. You get it back, okay? So this could mean in, an hour more productivity. It could be avoiding mistakes, like with your job and your emails or different things in your meetings. So this is really important to put yourself first so that you can actually perform way better. All right, guys. So I just saw you guys talk about green and how green is such a great, indicator of doing well. So we want to be in the bearish state, right? We want to be in the, sorry, bullish, this is the old slide, but we want to be trending upwards, right? When we think about the stock market, we want to be bulls, we want to go up. And what is the bearish state? The bearish state is when our mindset is low, when we're at our low performance, when we're foggy, we're stressed out, we can't perform well. So let's talk about different signs and symptoms to tell if you're in that bearish state. Okay. Signs of being in a bearish mindset. So guys, what I want you to do is I want you to count on your fingers. This is 10 of them. How many of these do you feel when you're at your worst level? So think about your worst day, something that happened recently, and just let me know how many by holding your hands up at the end, okay? So reduced decision-making ability, lack of clear thoughts, okay? Decreased strategic thinking, negative impact on your team, right, if you're a leader, diminished leadership abilities, forgetting to do important tasks, making errors or mistakes, reduced efficiency, and you take your work home with you, that happens a lot, and then ineffective communication skills. So hold up, how many fingers? Oh God, oh man, yes, this is very common, we all do this. All right, make sure you take note of that, because there's something called the law of diminishing returns, okay guys? So the more effort we do, the more we show up for ourselves in our jobs, we get more of a return, right? Even in our fitness journey, you may have heard of this as, you see yourself growing and gaining muscle, losing weight, but then After point A, you start to decline a little bit. You start to plateau. You lose your energy, you lose that winning streak, right? So we don't want that to happen. And so I'll talk about what we can do to keep trending upwards and be bullish. All right, here we are. So your CEO brain, okay guys, this is where you want to function. You want to spend a high percentage of your day, of your life in this area, okay? So this is called the prefrontal cortex. I won't get too scientific, but pretty much this is where you're at your peak performance. This is where you're in control of how you feel. This is where everything's going great for you, okay? This is where a CEO performs at pretty much all of the time. That's where they want to be, okay? So you're alert, you're doing well. Then there's the back of the brain, the back region, which is our limbic system. This is in control of our emotions, right? Our stress. We're very, we react to everything. We feel a lot of emotions and we do bad, we have mistakes. So this is the back part of our brain, okay? A lot of us spend a lot of time back here, okay? And this is not something that we want to do. So guys, think about what is your biggest task that you have to do in your job, okay? Think about that. That's usually the first thing to go. Like say it's decision making, for example. That's usually the first thing to go to indicate that you're living in this space, okay? So if you're in the back of your brain and you're typically great on calls and then something happens, your mic's off on the Zoom call and you're like, man, I'm usually on point, I'm usually sharp. You have to transition now to focusing on the prefrontal region, okay? So it's not the things that we do that make us tired or stressed, it's the things that we don't do. So what can we do to get us to that frontal part of our brain? Okay, movement, that's what I do. So as a fitness coach, let me just tell you briefly about my story and my journey. So went to pharmacy school, total stress. That environment was a lot. And you know, you go through the rotations at the end, it's just a lot of stress. And I realized, yes, medication saves lives, it does wonders. When you're on your deathbed, sometimes it's the only thing to bring you back. However, there's so many things we can do that's preventative, right? To reverse disease. When we think about diabetes, when we think about hypertension, we can do the recommended 150 minutes a week in training, right? Or working out. And so I'm like, okay, why am I pushing drugs and not pushing this? Movement is medicine, right? So movement has a great effect on stress, on energy, on inspiration. You guys have to be inspired to come up with ideas and ways to flip the metrics to be bullish, right? You guys need to push yourselves. So you need to be able to have that mindset and then also work mistakes. I think that's really important, that movement actually helps. Okay, I love this chart. Okay, so how to get your ROI physically. So Louise talked about it, but stop making excuses on time. Or saying, I can't go to the gym, I don't have equipment. You can order dumbbells on Amazon, you can get resistance bands, you guys can do these things here. You have enough space in this office to do some of these things here, and just make it 30 minutes of your time. That's what I coach. So I'm like more of a HIIT style trainer. So I do around 30 minutes each day. That's it, in and out. I don't spend hours in the gym, hogging up the machines. It's me and my dumbbells, and my resistance bands, right here. So you guys can do that. Have a workout plan. Setting out a plan is very important. So that's why plans like the one that I have in the Ladder app is really good, because you don't have to think. You show up and it's basically like you have a trainer right in your phone with in-ear guidance and voiceover. So it's really great. All right, renewal. This is outside of work. So when you go home, when it's the weekend, you know, do you run right to that cheat day, that junk food day? Do you run right to, you know, drinking and bad habits? Or are you doing things for self-care? Like for me, I love doing my facials. I love, you know, doing cryotherapy, ice baths, things that are gonna get me prepared for the next week of working out. But whatever that thing is for you outside of work, do that as well. All right, and lastly, self-talk. You have to just tell yourself, I am the healthiest person I know. I am the best at my job. You have to have these affirmations that you constantly tell yourself and get rid of these negative words. Like my mentor was telling me on the phone, I said the word just. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go talk at Fabletics. He's like, just? take that out of your vocabulary. Like, you are a star, you're amazing. So you guys have to just self-talk like that. Meaning alignment. This is within yourself. What's on my plate? What are the big things that I'm great at that I have to get done? And then you want to think about the minimums. What are the what's the starting recipe to get me, starting ingredients to get me where I need to be? So focusing on those things, of those big things that are on your plate. How can I get those things going? All right? And then managing drifts and shifts. So being able to kind of take the punches and roll with them, right? If you do make those mistakes and you're like, man, I'm living in my limbic system, I'm living at the bottom right quadrant, like, you know exactly where you are, you're not optimized. How can you manage that? How can you get back to the peak performance? All right, guys? And then, that's it. Thank you, guys. Q&A, right?
Thank you to Dr. Robin for coming here and sharing all of our knowledge with us. Let's give her a second round of applause.
Whew, guys, I just finished talking here at Fabletics. As you can hear, the Lizzo is on the speakers because this place is lit. Everyone here has such great energy. They ask a lot of good questions and everyone cares about their health, even though they don't have a lot of time to prioritize it. So I thought it was really important that I left here just letting people know it's okay that this company supports you, you know, being at your best, okay? So I think it was such a great turnout, guys. We had fun, we had a little after party, and so now I'm about to leave. But guys, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, give this a thumbs up if you like this content, and comment, especially if you have a business that you want me to talk at, let me know.